Señor,
The Lord,
esta noche el Señor
this
nos
evening,
ha
the
hablado
Lord has
desde el
spoken to
momento
us since the moment
de la homilía de Father.
of the homily of Father.
En su homilía el Señor nos invitaba
And the Lord was
a
inviting
la
us
conversión. Las lecturas de hoy son
to
lecturas de
conversion.
un
The readings
corazón
today are the
que se
readings
arrepiente, un
of a
corazón
heart that
que se acerca al
repents,
Señor, un
a
corazón
heart that draws closer to the Lord,
necesitado de
a heart
Dios,
in
un
need of
corazón
God,
necesitado de conversión.
a heart in need of conversion.
El rey David pecó,
And King David sinned,
pero tuvo la
but
humildad de
he had the
humillarse ante el
humility
Señor
to
y
humble
pedir
himself before the Lord and ask forgiveness. And this evening, we receive that what the Lord desires of us is precisely that. That we may recognize the need to be purified, our need for conversion of heart, our need to change our path, our need to be at the foot of the cross, perceiving from his pierced heart blood and water that delivers us, that heals us, that purifies us, that takes us to transform the heart. A reading from the book of the prophet Ezekiel. A reading from the book of the prophet Ezekiel, chapter 47. He brought me back to the door of the temple, and behold, water was issuing from the threshold of the temple toward the east, for the temple faced east. This is chapter 47, verse 1. And the water was flowing down from below the south end of the threshold of the temple, south of the altar. Then he brought me out by way of the north gate and led me round on the outside to the outer gate that faces towards the east. And the water was coming out on the south side. Going on eastward with a line in his hand, the man measured 1,000 cubits, and then led me through the water, and it was ankle deep. And he measured 1,000 and led me through the water, and it was knee deep. Again he measured 1,000 and led me through the water, and it was up to the loins. Again he measured 1,000, and it was a river that I could not pass through, for the water had risen. It was deep enough to swim in, a river that could not be passed through. And he said to me, Son of man, have you seen this? Then he led me back along the bank of the river. As I went back, I saw upon the bank of the river very many trees on the one side and on the other. And he said to me, this water flows towards the eastern region and goes down into the Arabah. And when it enters the stagnant waters of the sea, the water will become fresh. And wherever the river goes, every living creature which swarms will live, and there will be many fish. For this water goes there, that the waters of the sea may become fresh. So everything will live where the river goes. The word of the Lord. Confirming the sense that the sister was sharing with us. The Lord placed in my heart the emphasis on this word. And the water was going down, was rising deep. And what does this depth mean? That it had risen so high and it was full of garbage. And the water that humanly it could not change because it was rotten. And like the heart of David was rotten, decomposed by sin, by the sum of so many sins. And the Lord healed him and purified him. And this is what this evening we perceive that the Lord desires to do in us. Transform the stagnant waters in something totally new, healed and restored by the power of His love. Dear brothers and sisters, at the time of the Holy Mass, I felt very strongly in my heart. It was a vision in my heart that I saw the